Hey, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to Tech Conversations. Firstly, if you haven't already, make sure to check out Lux Algo. Lux Algo has some of the best trading indicators and AI agents for backtesting, used by over 15,000 traders, including myself. And I've covered many of their premium indicators in the past on this channel, so you can find some tutorials on them if you search them up on my channel. Right now, if you sign up to Lux Algo by using my link in the description below, you can get up to 20% off their premium indicators. And keep in mind, you can get 30 days risk-free, so why not try it out? Go ahead and check out Lux Algo. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Also, make sure to check out the Discord, completely free to join. I'll put a link to it in the description below as well. We're almost at 8,000 members, so thank you everyone for your support. Now let's get right into today's video. So today, I want to talk about something very, very important, especially if you're getting into trading options. So the question today is, why can't you select more than one option to trade on Robinhood? And how can you fix it? So let me show you first what I am talking about here. Remember, on this channel, we've covered many different options trading strategies. And so I'm going to select one to show you again what I am talking about here first. So I'm going to talk about first, very quickly, an iron condor. So an iron condor is an option strategy, and it's a neutral option strategy, which means you would want to use this strategy on a stock that you believe will trade sideways. In other words, you don't think the stock will move much up or down. You kind of just think it'll stay between a predefined range, kind of just trade sideways. So for today's video, I'm going to be using Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN, to show you this example here. Again, everything I'm showing you here today is just that, an example. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch over first to my individual account here, and then we're going to go into the options here for Amazon. And again, let's very quickly set up an iron condor. So again, you guys can see what I am talking about when I mean selecting more than one option to trade. So when it comes to an iron condor, the way you set up this strategy is you first determine what price you believe the stock will be between at expiration. So first we'd select an appropriate expiration. I'm just going to leave it as August 22nd. Let's just pretend I believe Amazon will trade sideways this week. And so next, like I mentioned, we want to determine what price we believe Amazon will be between at our expiration. So let's say I think Amazon again won't move much. So let's say I think it'll be between 225 and 235 at expiration. Right now it's at around 230. So what we would do here is I would first switch over to sell, and then I'm going to switch over to put here. So I would first start by selling a put with a strike price equal to the low end of the range that we just came up with. So the low end of our range is 225. So I would start by selling a put with a strike price equal to 225. So that would be this put right here. I would go ahead and sell this here. Then I would switch over to calls here. We're still staying on sell, but we're going to switch over to calls. And next, we would want to sell a call with the strike price equal to the high end of the range we came up with. So the high end is 235. So we would next sell a call with a strike price equal to 235. So right here. So I'm going to select this. So notice here, this is what I mean by selecting more than one option to trade. Now we've already selected two options to trade here. Now I'm going to switch over back to puts, and I'm going to switch to buy. And so next what we would do is we would buy a put here with a lower strike than the strike of the put that we're selling. So here's the strike of the put that we're selling, 225. So now I would buy a put with a lower strike than that strike. So let's just say I buy the put at 220 here. And then finally, we'd switch over to call. And we would also want to buy a call here with a higher strike than the strike of the call that we're selling. And we want to make sure the distance between the two calls here is the same as the distance between the two puts that we selected. So the distance between these two puts is $5. This one has a strike of $2.25, this one $2.20. They're $5 apart. The call that we're selling is at $2.35. So the put or the call that I buy here needs to be $5 away from this, and it needs to have a higher strike. That means I would have to buy the call at the $2.40 strike here. So as you can see, Robinhood recognizes this as an iron condor. And again, this is what I mean by selecting more than one option to trade. Here we've selected 4 different options. If I want to trade this iron condor, I need to select 4 different options here. Now, this is called a multi-leg strategy because we're trading more than one option. Now, what if I wanted to do something similar in my other account? Which other account do I have? Let's go ahead and let's actually clear these here first. The other account I have is the traditional IRA. So let's go over to the traditional IRA account. Let's say I wanted to trade that exact same iron condor here in my traditional IRA account. Let's take a look at what happens, right? So we have our expiration date. We go to sell, we go to put. Again, we start by selling a put at that lower end of our range, which was $2.25 for this example. And then we switch over to call. Now we want to sell a call at that high end of the range, which is $2.35. So here's $2.35. Let's go ahead and sell this call. Take a look at what happened there. Notice that the put I had selected has disappeared and it's not showing up on the right here. That's kind of strange. Well, let's switch over to buying that put that we need to buy at $2.20 here. Let's go ahead and select that. Now take a look at that. The call that I just selected to sell has disappeared. And again, on the right, we only see the new put that we selected here. So as you can see here in this traditional IRA account, I'm not able to select more than one option to trade. Here, no matter what I do, the previous option I selected is removed, and it always only selects one option. So here it's only allowing me to trade one option, which means I can't trade an iron condor. This would also mean I can't trade, credit spreads, put spreads. So what is going on? So in options trading on Robinhood and on other platforms, there are what is known as levels. And so these levels are tiers that categorize different option strategies based on complexity and risk. And so on Robinhood, there are 2 different levels. There is level 2 and there is level 3. My traditional IRA account is level 2. My individual investing account is level 3. So let me actually show you this here. So you can find this by going into your settings and then going to investing here. Under options trading, you can see here, options level. Again, this is my individual account. So this is where I can trade iron condors and some of these other complex strategies, these multi-leg strategies. If I click on this here, you can see here, right, this is level 3. If I wanted to, I could downgrade to level 2, but I don't want to do that. And you can see here all the strategies available to me. So I can buy calls and puts, sell covered calls, sell cash secured puts, exercise options, and buy and sell spreads or multi-leg strategies. So like the iron condor. Now, if I show you my IRA account, here's my traditional IRA account. Look at this. Under options trading, options level, this is level 2. So if we expand this, we have access to these first 4, but not to buying and selling spreads. This is why you're not able to select more than one option to trade. Now keep in mind, on your IRA accounts, retirement accounts, level 3 options trading is not available. You can see this here. Level 3 options trading is not available in retirement accounts. So you can access level 3 from your individual account. So how can you fix this then? In your individual account, right? Here, somewhere there's going to be an option to upgrade to level 3. And you have to be approved by Robinhood, by the way. But that's the first step to getting to level 3. So I would assume somewhere around here where for me it says downgrade, I'm assuming there's going to be some button here that says upgrade if you're on level 2. Or you can contact Robinhood and ask them how you can, request to get to level 3 if you're on level 2 to get some of these more advanced option trading strategies. Keep in mind as well, if we take a look here, level 3 options trading is available in margin accounts. But like we already mentioned, it's not available in Robinhood retirement accounts, and it's also not available in cash accounts. So you also need to make sure that you are you're on a margin account so you can get access to level 3, which again is going to include these more advanced options trading strategies like iron condors, iron butterflies, credit spreads, debit spreads, put spreads, call spreads, all those things. So anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Check out the Discord, link to that in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.